Aries, welcome back. Today I'm doing a reading for May 2nd until May the 8th, 2021. This will be for Sun, Moon, and Rising signs in Aries should you cross watch. And as always, this is a general reading and it just might not resonate for you. That's okay. Take the things that are for you today, leave everything else behind, and let's get into your higher vibes. Thank you so much for being here with me. It really does mean a lot. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I'm here every week to give you some free tarot reading goodness. It would mean the world to me if you would subscribe if you haven't done so already. And if you like today's video, share it with a friend or share their sign with them. Whatever you think would be best, it would mean a lot to me, and YouTube would like that as well. If the reading resonates today, please leave a thumbs up. And if you have comments or questions, I would love to hear them down below, so don't be shy to connect with me there. Whoa. Interesting little spread here, Aries. Overall energy is the 8 of Pentacles. All right. What are you doing to work on yourself right now? What are you doing to enhance yourself right now? What areas of your life could you be growing in, and are you putting the work into that growth? I think there is likely somewhere that you know you need some growth. And are you ignoring it? Or are you putting that work in right now? You know, I don't. We'll find out a little bit more here. In the recent past, Ace of Swords, 5 of Wands, and the Judgment card. Aries, I think you have been struggling recently with conflicting ideas. I don't know what the ideas are around, but it's like nothing seems to stack up. You start to zig, then you want to zag, and it's like you don't really know. And I think it's a little bit of an energy of just hoping that some other power, some other energy, some other person, some other process will force your hand so that you can just go along with whatever that is, because it's like you're firing on all cylinders, but none of it is working right now, or none of it's making sense to you, if that makes sense. A lot of conflicting ideas, and then just like hoping and praying that somebody else will come sort them out for you, which may or may not happen, okay? In the present energy, we have the Devil, the Lovers, and the Ace of Cups. Interesting and pretty straightforward energy here, Aries. I think perhaps this feels independent from what we're dealing with in the recent past. I think maybe as a bit of a coping mechanism, you're deflecting having to think about wherever all this conflict is coming from, wherever you're having all these like mental reelings going on, and pushing that into an interpersonal relationship with somebody, going after somebody that you have some interest in. But I think you're doing it for escapism. I'm not really sure that you have an actual connection to this person. They may feel connected to you. They may really want to see a connection blossom with you, but it feels a little bit disingenuous on your end. Like you're presenting yourself as available to them, but you're using them as a little bit more of a distraction than anything else. Now, keep in mind, energies can be reversed. This could be, the opposite. You could be the one that's quite invested and the other person may not be in the same way, but something about this connection just isn't quite right. It isn't very genuine, I guess. We're saying the same things, but it's true. Coming into future energy, whew, I'm exhausted from the energy of this reading already, Aries. But it's going to come together. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. 3 of Wands, the Temperance card, and the 3 of Pentacles. Whew. So much frantic energy going on here, right? Like it's just like cascading thoughts, and they're all competing with one another, and I don't know what to action on. I don't know what thoughts feel really real to me, and so I'm just gonna like focus on, maybe giving somebody some attention, getting some attention back from them so I can feel a little bit more validated in myself, stroke that ego a little bit. Maybe that will distract me from all of these conflicting thoughts, but whew, exhausting. So we're going to come into a little bit of a period of rest here in the present and future energy, where you're going to be like, we need to decompress. We need to step back from all of this. Let's actually put a plan together. Let's practice patience. I know that's an Aries favorite word, but it's necessary. Universe is going to come in and say, okay, Aries, like we got to slow down. You need to have some patience right now, or all of this is just going to continue to feel like mass chaos for you. But in this slowing down process, I think you're going to get a little bit more clear-minded on the steps that need to be taken for growth here. It's just like a very chaotic period of just like too many thoughts going on, and they're all over the place, so you don't know where to take any action right now. And again, we're bringing it back to the beginning here. Where do you need to put the work in for yourself right now? Where do you need to put the work in for yourself right now? What are you using as distractions? Love is not something to be used as a distraction either, especially if the other person that you're dealing with like has actual feelings that they are investing. Be mindful of that stuff. Let's clarify and see what we can figure out here to shed some light on some of these things. We'll start with the Eight of Pentacles. Four of Inspiration, Four of Emotions, and the Eight of Voices. Yeah, Aries, you're seeking out some more foundation right now. You're seeking out to bring some stability into your life. I think that you're feeling a little bit stuck right now, feeling a little bit trapped right now, feeling a little bit like, you know, I'm not really sure what the direction is that I'm moving in. So everything feels chaotic. Everything feels in conflict with everything else because nothing feels grounded right now. Nothing feels stable to me, and that's what I want. And so either you are actively putting work in right now to try and bring that sense of stability into your life and get yourself out of this feeling of being stuck, being trapped, or you know that that is something you need to be doing and you're actively like disengaging from it. You're not putting your energy there. I think you're probably feeling very mentally scattered right now, which is having you feel emotionally scattered, which is having you feel displaced, which is having you feel restless in your work life, restless in your home life, because it's like you have the energy and you want to be doing something with it. You want to be trying something new. You want to change the kind of rhythm that your life is taking right now. So either you're actually buckling down and taking that action, or you need to be and you know that and you're just not doing it because there's fear of failing, or there's fear of putting that work in, or it's easier to not do it, whatever that might be for you. So be honest with yourself right now. Let's look at this Judgment card in the recent past energy. Eight of Materials. We've got a real theme of eights. Eight of Inspiration. Lots of eights, lots of fours. And the Queen of Inspiration here. Yeah, Aries, you're trying to juggle too many things right now. And I think it's a lot of like mental juggling, mental gymnastics. You're juggling a lot of different thoughts, you're juggling a lot of different ideas. You don't really know where to put the passion. I think that you're feeling like very worked up right now, very built up right now, feeling ready for change, feeling like perhaps energetically you've recently leveled up, but you're not entirely sure what to do with it. So that energy is kind of manifesting itself in a bit of chaos. But you're definitely like spewing ideas at people right now and thoughts at people, and you're trying your best to keep all the balls in the air, but there's no focus. That's the real issue at hand here. There's no focus. Let's look at this Devil down here in the present energy. Justice, the Fool, and the Page of Voices. Yeah, somebody's getting the raw deal here. Somebody is not getting a fair interaction. And I really do very much believe that your energy here, Aries, is the one that is unfocused, and this other person is trying to give you, you know, their genuine connection, their genuine time. And like they're willing to kind of throw themselves into things. They're willing to try it. You're telling them the right things. You're telling them the things they want to hear, but you're not giving them a fair connection right now because you're not really invested in the connection because you're too busy trying to figure out all the other parts of your life that you're juggling in the air. So you may be a little bit detached with this person or not able to communicate with them effectively. Not to say that like this couldn't eventually become, you know, a good connection with this person, but I think right now you're just like, again, using it as a distraction. Let's take a look at the Three of Wands down here in the future energies. Whoa, okay. A lot of major arcana coming out. We have the Hanged Muse and the Empress and the Five of Emotions. Yeah, you haven't been taking much action forward here, Aries, which is kind of unlike you, but it's coming from a place of like really caring about how you're presenting yourself, really caring about bringing something to life that is going to really mean things to you, and a fear that it's not going to work out. I think you don't trust yourself in some way here, so just not acting on it, or like trying to psych yourself up by like filling your head up with ideas and thoughts and things that you need to execute, and it's just like going to overwhelm you, and then you're really not going to be able to take much action here. So this Temperance card coming up, this active like need to slow down, this bit of Sagittarius sort of energy, this need for patience so that we can do things one step at a time. It doesn't all have to happen at once. You don't need to juggle every single thing at once. Let's start with a couple things and then add to them as we feel more comfortable. We will take one last message here for you. Ace of Wands, the Tower, and the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so universe is going to put in your path an opportunity here, Aries, an opportunity that could lead to long-term fulfillment, long-term sustained success and happiness, but you need to see it when it comes in. Okay, so by having your head just reeling and spinning all the time and not being able to slow yourself down a little bit, you may overlook an opportunity that comes in. With the Tower here, it's going to come as a surprise. It's going to come when you're not expecting it. So be mindful of what's happening around you. Be mindful of how you're responding emotionally to the thoughts that are surfacing for you here. Why are they in conflict? Are they just not the right thing for you? Am I avoiding doing the work I need to do to kind of get things back on track? Universe is going to try and provide you a really solid opportunity coming up. It's going to come as a surprise, so keep your eyes open for that. But know that it won't solve everything until you actively put that work into just slowing down and taking care of the things that are sitting heavy with you right now. I hope this helped. If it does, please do leave me that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you next week.